We here at Bobchat like to think we help shape our nation's youth, but unless you want your children to grow up like us, we suggest only listening with other inebriated adults.
Bob!
Bob! Bob!
Bob!
Bobby!
Bob!
It's Bobchat Baby.
And we're just sitting here cranking a few beers, hacking a couple darts, and shooting the shit, you know?
So I'm not really good at push-ups or sit-ups, but my fuck-ups are amazing.
Yes. Daily.
Daily. It's another episode of Bob Chat. We're here with our friend Jay today. Jay, what's happening?
Not much, man. We're here out on the farm.
We are on the farm. We're on location. Jay has it took us a little bit to get to the podcast because Jay has like a very extensive collection of guitars, which I wish you guys could see. They're pretty fucking sick. And if you listen to Bob Chat, you know that I like playing guitar. And I'm going to come back, I think.
Yeah, I hope you do.
I hope so. Yeah, me too. I'll definitely come back. We'll see how the podcast goes.
Yeah, unless of a business trip.
Yes, unless right. Is this a business trip? Yeah, I feel. Yeah, we hit the bong and we're drinking beer. So I mean, if every day at work was like this, and I'd
we haven't discussed royalties or anything yet, but
All right. Well, how about this, Jay? If Bob Chat makes money, then I'll cut you in.
Yes.
How's that?
Yes. As just saying that, I was on Bob Chat.
You were on Bob Chat. That's why I tell everyone. I'm like, you guys aren't listening when Bob Chat blows the fuck up, and then you're like, oh, well, Bob's famous now. I'm like, yeah, well, you didn't fucking listen. Don't pretend you listen. Told ya.
Bitcoin.
Yeah. Hawk Tua girl coin. I'm like, dude, if you bought fucking, like digital currency from the chick that got famous from saying Hawk Tua spit on that thing, I'm like, I'm sorry. You deserve to lose your money. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she like had a Bitcoin, or she created like a whatever. Ugh, you got me high. Now I'm losing. She created a.
Hit it again. Maybe it'll come back.
Yes, hit it. She created like an electronic currency or whatever, and and all these people lost their fucking money, dude. Yeah, and then it's like, I don't feel sorry for you. Like, that's a bad choice. Would you ever buy like Bitcoin or anything?
No, I've experienced others firsthand.
Yeah,
live off of it.
Seriously?
I can say that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, through COVID times.
That's actually kind of crazy, but who knows? Like, it's worth a lot of money. Like, even to buy into it, though, you need a ton. You need a ton, right?
I think it was probably about $20,000
for one.
Well, no, just that this person.
Had $20,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Well, no, that through the COVID time.
Yeah,
earned about $20,000
just like mining
in trading, and
oh no shit,
Doge and all those.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't
see. If you got the time and you have and you want to do it, then why wouldn't you? Because you gotta have servers and shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like super up to date on all that shit, but it's just, I don't know. It seems crazy to me. There's this guy like right before Bitcoin got huge, he spent like 10,000 Bitcoin on like 2 pizzas. And it's like, dude, that'd be worth like billions of dollars now. It's like, speaking of fuck ups, you fucked up, brother.
Yeah, hindsight.
So, you collect guitars. We work together. I don't like to say where we work. I probably should have told you that ahead of time, not on the show. But just like to keep it out of there.
Sure.
But yeah, we work together. We haven't known each other that long, obviously. But you're a cool guy. I hope you think I'm a cool guy.
Of course. I let you into my house.
Yeah, you let me into your house. You let me...
What was the rule? Do you know how houses work, Bob? Yeah? Welcome to mine.
I'm not sure. Can I just piss on your couch really quick? Is that okay?
Yeah. If it's cool in yours,
That's how we operate in the Marshall house.
Yeah.
I grew up pissing on couches.
Yeah. Forget raised in a barn.
Yeah, seriously. That's a totally different fucking level. But you let me noodle around on your guitars, which I really appreciate. We jammed a little bit. I want to come back over here and jam again. I'll bring some guitars as well, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's not enough fucking guitars in this house. How many guitars do you have?
It's probably a dozen at least.
And see, the thing about Jay, you guys got to realize,
bases.
is like, I'll be like, oh my God, that's sick. And he'll be like, yeah, dude, $20. Like, he's always finding these deals. Like, I'll see him on break and he's checking Facebook Marketplace. And that's how you get the deal. So you got to be on it, eh? Right?
Well, you do. The early bird gets the worm.
Yes, fuck yeah.
Those sayings are for real.
They mean something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like my grandpa always said, No, that was Grandpa though.
Yeah.
So yeah, what did you do? What did you do for work before we worked together? What you used to do?
I've been driving forklift for like 30 years now.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep your panties on, girls.
Yeah, babe.
That's all you got to do when you go to a bar. Be like, hey, I'm forklift certified.
Yeah. I'm actually certified instructor.
Are you?
Yeah.
What? That's like next level. And you got people telling you how to drive forklift. Fuck, I'm an instructor. I don't need the course, okay?
Yeah, I don't have that whatevs on it, but
yeah, so that's cool. It's and you live out in the country. This is nice. You got a big birthday coming up too, right?
yeah, big 50.
50. Holy, you old piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm proud
You
of
look
it.
pretty good for 50 though. I'll give you that, man. You look
Everyone
amazing.
says it.
You look
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way on the inside.
Yeah, I haven't had a good shit for 4 days.
No problems there.
Yeah, no.
TMI, but
TMI.
yeah.
But no, that's cool. You're planning on having like a big party out here. That'll be nice, eh?
Well, yeah, it's kind of all in told. Like,
So tell me, if I can be here, I will be here. Tell us what a farm party at Jay's house looks like. What are we talking?
well, toys in the barn. We got
What do you got?
go-karts,
Oh, fuck.
dirt bikes.
Tell me about there's a go-kart track, and he cut it into the lawn. It's amazing. I'm glad we did a tour ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you got go-karts. What else you got?
3 acres to do whatever you want on.
Fuck yeah. There's no rules at the farm. Well, some, but not many.
Yeah, we've lit probably, I think it was about a $5,000 fireworks show off here for my son's engagement. He's a licensed pyrotechnician.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's doing a show in London.
Oh, how long has he been doing that for?
Oh, a few years now.
Yeah, good for him. That's a cool job, eh? You don't meet many people that are pyrotechnicians.
It's in the genes.
Yeah, you like fucking around with fire and shit, dude? Who doesn't?
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, I like found my
And
grandpa's.
everything burns. Everything.
Yeah, I found my grandpa's Zippo lighter when I was 7. It was the best day of my life.
Yeah, there's one up there on the shelf.
Nice. So that's cool. So he does like concerts and shit?
No, literal like Canada Day fireworks.
Oh shit. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah,
legit, eh?
He's doing the ones downtown London.
Nice, off the roof of City Hall.
Yeah, no, not that one, but
On the roof.
yeah, he's done the one in like Argyle area.
Okay,
for
cool.
a couple years now.
So basically, anytime there's like a holiday or like a civic holiday or something, he's got the contract and he goes and lights a ton of fucking fireworks off.
Yeah, whatever the request is, whatever the budget is.
Dude, that sounds like the best job ever.
Yeah, it's.
How do you even get into that? You just got like fire.
He just did. It's what he does. He's an amazing kid. You know, he just
How many kids you got?
3.
3?
Yeah.
So is he your oldest?
Yes.
How old are the kids?
Ethan. Shit, he was born 97. So what's that make him?
I was
27.
Yeah, I was
now?
born in 92, and I'm gonna be 33.
Yeah, I think he's 26, 27. Just
Yeah.
turned.
And he's the one that does the pyrotechnics.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Shout
Yeah.
out to Ethan if you're listening. What's up, brother? Keep lighting that shit off. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then you got all boys or what?
No, 2 daughters after.
2 daughters after? How old are the daughters?
Abby's 22 and Lily she'll be coming up on 20.
20? Okay, cool. Wow, time flies, eh? Mm-hmm. My kids are gonna be 4 soon, and like I have no idea where the fucking time went.
Yeah. Bob, my theory on kids is you don't try to have good kids.
Yeah.
You try to raise, I'll say, quality adults. That is your mission, I believe, as a parent, is how to raise a quality adult.
A quality adult, yeah.
Not to have a good kid, i.e. the spoiled, just to shut up,
Yeah.
whatever that.
Shut up and take your tablet.
you know,
You're lucky your kids miss that generation.
Yeah,
The tablet generation.
but
Look at you
there's
dropping-
advantages
look
to
at you
it.
dropping wisdom on Bobchat. I love that. Keep going.
I'm just
So you-
bullshit.
I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No.
I feel like I just had like a locker room. I'm getting a locker room speech. You got me fucking pumped up, man.
But do you not agree?
I do agree,
Do you
yes.
not think that's a
Well, and that's the thing,
That's
it's
your
like-
mission as a parent is to
guide them.
create a quality adult. I don't know how to say that.
That's going to be like
better,
a
but
contributing member of society in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Although
I concur.
I have tried for so many years with with the last one. No.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
There's no guide to it. There's
Nobody
no
said being a dad would be easy.
Yeah, there ain't no book. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Ethan's mom is a twin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice. I have an ex-wife as well. Cheers to that. Love our kids, but fuck them.
Yeah.
No, and that's the hard part too about
No,
it.
but I'll just clarify the water on that. Ethan's mom actually deserves a lot of the credit for.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're instrumental.
She's an excellent woman.
A lot of what I say is just a joke, right?
Oh, yeah,
Bobchat Baby.
Yeah.
But you got to have that relationship with them too, right? And you've got to have some kind of copacetic relationship where it's beneficial for the children. It's just unfortunate when, sometimes people clash, right? And it's
sometimes you hook up with idiots.
Yeah, well, let's change the subject.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us something about you. Tell us something about your life. Give us a story. What's something crazy that's happened to you? Take your time. Think about it.
The first time I was ever in an airplane, I jumped out of it.
Why would you jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
Why not?
Why wouldn't
That's
you?
fucking awesome.
How many times have you been skydiving?
Just the once.
Yeah, and you just said, "Hey, I'm gonna just go skydiving one day."
Something bucket list is I just wanted to. It actually was a summer of adrenaline kind of thing. So, do you know? Have you been to Tobamori?
Yes, I love Tomori's sick.
You know the grotto then.
Okay, so we have a lot of listeners that are like Americans. We actually have 3% of our listeners in Germany. Shout out to you guys.
Right on.
So there's a lot of people that won't know what that is.
Sorry, Germany, but I can't stand your cars.
No, that's okay. It's all right, guys. Don't worry. He's only going to be on one episode. Just kidding.
No, but
so tell us what Tobamori. So Tobamori's in Ontario. It's on what we call the Bruce Peninsula. It's on Lake Superior.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's is it Lake Superior? We're gonna sound like idiots if we get that wrong. Yes, Georgian Bay, which is Lake Superior, right?
No, the Spear's on the other side.
Oh fuck! What is that like?
I don't know. Let's Google it.
We're gonna sound dumb. Someone's
that.
gonna message us and be like, "You really don't know the Great Lake there?"
No, we just take it for granted.
It's Lake Huron.
Yes, Huron.
Lake Huron. Duh. This is what happens when this is the dangers of marijuana. You forget the names of the Great Lakes and where they're situated. But basically, it's like this beautiful place, like picture pine trees, like rock cliffs, and there's basically what Jay is saying is a grotto, and like there's these like rock shelves you can walk out on, and it's super nice, right? So we're thinking of the same place, Tobamori.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us what happened. So you went up there. Okay.
So if you know the bowl of the grotto,
Yeah.
and where the cave is,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, I free climbed up this.
No shit, eh? What?
It was a one-way trip, like.
So you basically swam down to the bottom of the grotto, and you free climbed up the rock face.
Yes.
And dude, that's like 100 feet, dude.
Oh yeah. It was like a one-way trip. Like
What do you got, like fucking Spider-Man hands?
No, we had been doing a lot of indoor climbing.
Oh, so you were like preparing for it. It wasn't just like on a whim or anything.
No, it was completely on a whim.
Oh, but you had the training.
And I wasn't freaked out about it until I went back like a year or two later.
Yeah,
and actually saw where I went up. Like it
like one and done. One and done.
Yeah, or one and done as in slip and you're done.
Yeah, fuck, eh?
Like, yeah, it was just rocks below.
What a rush though that probably was, eh?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sweet. I didn't know you
right up there with skydiving.
Yeah, you've done a bunch of crazy shit.
You also know then the cliffs in Tobamori. I don't know if you used to jump off them.
Those are high, dude.
I'm the school of jumping off those Tobamori cliffs.
Oh shit, eh? Pencil dives or what do we tie? Do you flips, anything?
No.
Just a straight jump. Yeah, they're high too.
Oh yeah, but this was young.
Yeah.
Young, like not even maybe 13.
Dude, when
you're younger.
And you know what's crazy when you're young like that? Like you have I almost found that I had less of a sense of fear as a child. right? Like I think that's something that you learn over time to be afraid and more aware of the actual scale of things, right? Like I remember being a kid doing stuff that I would never do now. You know what I mean? Like I remember going to the aquatic center here in London, which is an Olympic size swimming pool, and they have all of the diving boards. And like I remember going up like super fucking high because all my buddies were, and we all went up. And oh, dude, I did not come down the best. My whole side of my thigh fucking bruised. Yeah, it was bad. But I'm like, now I would never jump off of there. Yeah, you're crazy though.
I just know I can do it.
Yeah.
You know, and if I do it correct, I shouldn't hurt myself.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I just like, and that's what I mean. Like, you know what? You're older than I am, but like, I just feel like my body can't handle that. Like I broke my arm on that ATV. That fucked me up for like 6 months. And like I used to skateboard all the time. I was a big skateboarder. Like I find like my knees crack, my ankles. People are like, "What was that?" I'm like, "Oh, that was my knee."
Yeah. I have all that too. Like
You're so spry though.
But all you gotta do is think about it for just a second.
Yeah.
Because that's how accidents or mishaps
absolutely.
tend to be avoided.
Yes, you got to think about it. Take your time.
Just that one extra.
That little bit of common sense. It's more like uncommon sense now.
Well, I mean that pause in your action, even like literally, just think about it for 1 millisecond.
Yeah.
Before you pull the trigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. So you've done a lot of shit. Hey?
Yeah, I just live my life.
Yep.
I do take it for granted, you know, but
well, whatever. You know, it's in like, I don't know. Somebody at work said this the other day too. They're like, wow, it's already halfway through the year. And I was like, holy fuck, it is. And then it's like, he's like, I think it's because we're always working for the weekend. And I was like, everybody's working for the weekend.
Yeah. I think that might have been me who said that.
Was that you that said that?
Yeah.
I smoke a lot of pot in the evening. So.
I do every day.
Yeah, I go crazy. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. I know. I just love saying that.
And it's not.
It's weird though because there is still like every, you know, like I got a couple American buddies that are probably listening. Shout out to Wes and Jay. I'm gonna get on One Drink Wednesday, guys. I promise. I love you. Sorry, I've been slacking and a tired guy lately. But you know, they're amazed by Canada and, you know, by like our bagged milk and all kinds of other shit, right? And like we had legalization like long before a lot of the states did. And but there's still this stigmatism, right? Like it's getting better. Like I feel like after COVID, it got progressively better because people just stopped giving a fuck. And it's like, why do you care about this? Like I can smoke weed anywhere I can smoke a cigarette, essentially.
You can't smoke yourself to death.
No, you
sure
can't.
As fuck can drink yourself to death.
Absolutely. You can try to smoke yourself to death.
You can't.
But good luck.
I know you can't.
Why? Oh, yeah?
I know you can't.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you can't.
It gets to the point where it just doesn't make a difference anymore. You're just as high.
You're just as high. You're literally just blowing smoke at that point.
You might start coughing, but
yeah. Are you packing a bowl?
Yeah, I'm just getting ready.
Jay, I don't even smoke marijuana, dude.
Getting rid of the crumbs.
Am I gonna get secondhand high from that?
Hopefully.
Hit it into the mic. Let's hear that bubble.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, get it right up in there. That was me, not the bong. It's coming. He's got a torch lighter. Jay's not here, man. Fucking white wall there, buddy. Nice. Fuck, you even got better lungs than me. But I smoked cigarettes for a long time. I don't smoke anymore, guys.
I don't know if there's much left, but
no, that's okay. Yeah, I don't smoke anymore, everybody. I haven't said that on the podcast. I don't even vape anymlar.
Really?
Which I'm really proud of that. I've been
for you.
Honestly though, I do miss it though, man. Like I went camping. I went up to Larder Lake, Ontario on May 2-4 weekend. So just for American friends, you guys just previously had Memorial Day weekend. We have what's called May 2-4 weekend, which is always not on the actual May 2-4, but it's a weekend prior. And my buddy Adam, his father-in-law, has like a hunt camp up in Larder Lake. So we're 2 hours from the Michigan border. It's another 7.5 hours north of us. So it's kind of up by like New Lisker, Temiskaming, and it's basically this hunt camp out like in the middle of nowhere.
Nice.
We get there, you can't even drive. It's 6 kilometers from the road to the cabin. You can't drive there unless you have a truck. So me and Adam, like, I'm not going to tell the whole story because we're going to do a podcast. We're going to fill you guys in on that trip. But yeah, we hiked it, but you're basically in the middle of nowhere. It was just amazing, just being out in nature. I don't even know why I started on this. I lost my train of thought.
That's what
It
I
happens.
thought we do on Bobchat.
It is Bobchat, baby. Exactly. There are no rules, Jay.
No.
There are
We're
no.
just drifters. Just dust in the wind, man.
We're dust in the wind, man. You're awesome. Thanks for coming on Bobchat.
Hey, it's actually
It's a good time,
an
right?
honor, a shock.
You
a
know what?
surprise.
I
It's,
appreciate that.
It's I appreciate it. Like,
No, you just, you know what? It's like I'm always looking for new people to come on. You're an interesting guy.
no one's ever wanted to be my friend.
Oh, whoa. We're
be on
not
the
friends, dude.
Oh, right, business.
We're
business.
We're business associates. All right, I'm going to hit the bong. Here we go.
Rip it.
Going to the moon, Uncle Bobby. Yeah, see, I just need a little guy. I just like a little toot, and I'm good.
I'm
There
just
it is.
professional about that.
Oh, so the reason I remember now, the bong, actually, the weed kickstarted my memory there. That was crazy. You were right about that. Mm-hmm. It's like when the safety guy
I'm
comes.
50, Bob. I know shit.
I know. You know more than I do. Can we have another beer after? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. I know where I was going with that because I was saying we went up there and I smoked a few cigarettes. I'm not proud of it, but I was drinking the whole time. But then I came back and I was like, I have no desire to smoke anymore. But I have been doing the nicotine pouches. They're in Canada. They're called Zonics, but they're basically the essential of Zins. Forgive me, Father, for I have zinned. Some people, yeah. There's so many good ones. So no, I feel better. You know what's weird though too? My sense of smell is better. My taste is better. Even not vaping, I find like a huge difference. But vaping's tough to quit, man, because it's so convenient and easy. Like you can just sit in your fucking couch and vape.
It's like smoking a candy.
It's like smoking a candy. And I found like what was tough for me is that I would be smoking like when I was out at work or out doing stuff. And then like and when you just smoke, you have to get up off the couch, go outside, smoke a cigarette. When you got the vape, you can just sit there. You don't have to get up. You don't have to pause Netflix.
No. I mean, I've never smoked cigarettes in the house, but I smoked cigarettes for about 15, maybe 20 years.
How did you quit smoking? Because I was
to vape. It was like
it was right to the vape.
It was an absolute replacement.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I did. And now these, like the Zins, they're the replacement for me.
Yeah, it has to be in your head though. Like you have to
want to quit.
You have to realize that I don't need a cigarette to get my fix. And I mean, my story, what hooked me on vaping then was like 3 months after I quit cigarettes. I was out playing like frisbee or something like that with the kids out in like
frisbee.
A soccer field.
Yeah.
Disc golf.
Yeah, I love disc golf.
All right.
Do you want to play disc? What are you doing this weekend? We'll set up a game of golf soon.
I realized that I was running around the field with him like a dog off a leash, like.
Yeah, you felt like you had that.
Well, I had my lungs coming back. Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
I used to play pickup hockey with the guys from work.
Yeah.
And it was like, sitting on the bench, it was like, fuck the water bottle. Where's the oxygen tank? Like,
yeah,
tomato face back in the smoking days,
Yeah, I got a story like that with hockey. We had a friend of mine, R.I.P. Wilson. He passed away over 10 years ago now. But we used to always do a memorial skate for him. So all the girlfriends would come, the wives would come, the kids would come. It'd be 2 hours of ice time. The first hour would be just like a free skate for everybody, and then the second hour, all the boys would play pickup, right? But I mean, like, even before we go in there, we're putting our skates on for the public skate. We're fucking drinking beers in the locker room. We just smoked a big doobie outside. Everybody's smoking cigarettes at that point. And then we, do the free skate, no big deal. But then it came time to play hockey, and there was a couple guys that were like really serious, and I'm like, guys, they're fucking zipping around everybody. I'm like I look at over all my buddies, they're like, we're all dying. Like, everybody is fucking winded, like, because we just been drinking and smoking for the last couple hours for our buddy, and now we're trying to play hockey, and there was only like enough for like one sub on each team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, switch me. I'm like, I just came off.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, 20-second shift.
Yeah, so then you quit. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Even the bong. Like, if this was like 6 months ago and I was still smoking cigarettes, that would have made me cough like crazy. That was smooth.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good little bong.
Yeah, I like that. That's really nice. The water filtration.
Yeah, or maybe it was just good homegrown hippie weed.
Yeah, fuck yeah. This is like, there's so many nice things over here. But good
just
for you.
Doing what I do, Bob.
Yeah, doing what I'm going to call that. That's going to be the name of this episode. Just doing what I do.
Yeah, I not to. Yeah,
Where's the live by?
I take that as a compliment.
Okay, here you got to say it. All right, and now back to Bobchat, and with us is Jay, and he's got an inspirational quote for us. Jay?
Oh, fuck.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Just do it. Just doing what I'm doing.
Just doing what I'm doing.
There it is. Oh, amazing. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's I feel better. Life's getting better. Work's going well. I mean, everything's coming together, it feels like. And now that it's almost summertime again, thank fuck, it's going to be way better this summer. We can spend more time outside. We can do a bunch of stuff, and that's what you need. Like, it's, I feel like we've been cooped. This has been a long ass fucking winter, man.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And even now it's June, and it's like, it's so fucking rainy and shitty. Like, next, it's going to get nice, but still. We just got a slushy machine at work.
That's wicked. I love it.
Do you?
Fuck, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you love a slushy machine?
Why wouldn't you?
Who doesn't? If you don't like slushies, fuck you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want. Don't even listen if you don't like
any frozen product.
Yeah. Did somebody say daiquiris? Are you a margarita man?
Margaritas for sure.
Yeah. What's your drink of choice?
Oh, I like tequila margarita.
Tequila margarita?
Yeah, just a straight up.
Yeah, I never really was a big fan of tequila, but actually on our last episode, Bobchat episode 71, Daddy Needs His Medicine, is what it was called. He, my buddy Matt, who's the co-host of the show, everybody knows Matt listening, and he's a big tequila guy. And for the longest time, like, I was not a fan of tequila, and I was at Bevan's Chasing. I went over, me and my friend Jacob, shout out to Jacob, went over there the one night, and yeah, like, he brought out a bunch of tequila. He's like an aficionado. He's got like a tequila bar, and he's like, dude, you don't need a chase for this. This is nice tequila, and it was really nice. Like, he's in like Casamigos, all these other like big brands, right? And he's like, the only reason you don't like tequila is you've been drinking shitty fucking tequila for the longest time.
It's true.
Like me, I'm an Irish whiskey man.
Yes.
Give me an Irish whiskey, I used to be a big beer guy. I still like beer, but I'm a big Happy Dad guy now. Shout out to Happy Dad. Sponsor us. Come on, I'm tagging you in the post. It's just, unless I'm not a blonde white woman in a bikini dancing around the fucking beach, they won't repost my shit. We'll get to them, though. Come on, Happy Dad. I'm fucking repping it here, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, Irish whiskey man, tequila's all right. But I like a good seltzer. I'm a seltzer guy now.
Yeah, I like my musical taste. I have an eclectic taste in alcohol too. I really just go with whatever flavor I'm craving.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Like I said, I drink Ray and Nephew.
Yes. So for people that don't know what Ray and Nephew is, tell us.
It is a Jamaican white rum.
Whew. Yeah.
But it is in bold lit print on the label an overproofed rum. It comes in at 63%.
Yeah.
And I just drink it a shot with a glass of water.
That's 126 proof. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mix the shot into the water.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
So you want to? So
No, I will shoot it if you want to.
Jay, I gotta drive.
If you're in a professional mood, I'll shoot it if you want.
No, I need to drive home later.
But
yeah. So the first time, and I think you were surprised. I remember we had a good laugh. You're like, yeah, Ray Nephew. I was like, yeah. White ball, green label. You're like, yep. Like I knew it. I don't think a lot of people know what that is. Like certain people do, right? But the only reason I know about it is because of Jamaican guys.
That's who introduced me to it.
Exactly. They're like, look at this. Look at this little white guy. We're gonna give him some fucking.
I know they must have said that to me.
Oh, they said that to me too. They were like, so I think I was 17 at the time. I was on Ontario. Can we have a beer quick? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, beer break. Then I'm gonna tell this story. I'll keep us going. Well, Jay gets a beer. Maybe I'll just cut this. I'm not sure yet. You have to tiptoe. It's okay. We know you're leaving. He ran. I appreciate the speed. Yeah, so I don't know. Thanks for listening, guys. And actually, really quickly, we got to give I know he's listening, and I know that he'll be upset. Actually, I'll do this after. So yeah, basically the first time that I was introduced to Ray and Nephew, I think I was 17 at the time. I was actually on Ontario Works, so I was on like welfare for a little bit. I got kicked out of my house when I was 16. I ended up for smoking weed, actually, believe it or not. And then just a really quick one. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, get it, brother. Nice. So I got kicked out of my house for smoking weed. Ended up living. So I had a friend Joel, and he had a friend Zach.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Cheers to Bobchat. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
And I don't really know Zach that well. And Zach was adopted. His parents were foster parents. And he said, why don't you come stay at my house for a little bit, right? So anyways, long story short, I ended up living there until I was finished high school. I was on Ontario Work. So the summer that high school was done, I was able to get a job through looking at YOU job fair, right? So basically through the welfare, they put on a job fair. And I got a job doing interlock brick driveways and concrete.
Tough job, but that's cool.
It is cool. So I learned a lot. I did that for a while after school was over. But yeah, so basically there was two crews. There was Tom and Tim. Tim, no spring chicken. This guy's probably 60 plus. He is fucking picking driveways. He's fucking leveling shit. He's fucking doing stamped concrete. This guy's been doing concrete his whole fucking life, right? Lives out on Rideout Street, downtown London. And yeah, if you know where we're talking about, you know where I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then Tom, who was the owner's brother-in-law, Tom was a hard worker, not the smartest guy. And then the other crew was two Jamaican guys. Yeah. So they put me with the Jamaican. Like I worked with Tim and Tom for a little bit, and then they're like, "Oh, the Jamaicans need more help." So I went and worked with the Jamaicans, and then I remember one day we just finished up a job. We drove back to the boss's house because he was going to pay us, right? And the Jamaican guy, I can't remember their names now, which sucks this was also like 16 years ago, right? And pulled out like a little Mickey of Ray and Nephew, and I was like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" And
I show you, boy.
And it was warm, dude. It was warm, and like I took a swig of that shit, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" I was like, "All right, I need another beer." Like I gotta catch the 15 Westmount or the 10 Wonderland in about 30 minutes. So let's give me a beer.
Yeah,
I started feeling good, but it's strong.
It's a flavor you'll never forget.
Oh fuck no.
You know, I weirdly just like the flavor.
And you know what? And just as I remember what it tastes like as well too. But as a good indicator of the flavor of it, I remember the flavor of that, but not the guys' names who gave it to me.
No doubt. Ray and Nephew.
Yeah, Ray and Nephew.
Yeah,
that not their names, but
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, yeah.
But from that, I mean, I love vodka. You know. Love martinis.
Ooh, yeah.
Straight gin.
You ever had an espresso martini?
No, I like just a straight.
Do you like coffee? Do you drink coffee?
Gin, like a mofo.
Yeah. You like a gin over a vodka, eh?
Oh, martini, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With double olive.
See, I hate olives.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not right.
You're not right. That's what a lot of people say, but some people agree with me. Like, God's like, I'm going to make the grossest grape ever.
As a young kid, I couldn't stand them.
Yeah, see, because your flavor adapts over time, right?
Oh yeah, mine blossom.
And then you know who Al is, obviously, right?
Yes.
Al from work. So
Yes.
Al's a good friend of mine. He's been on the show. I talk about Al all the time. You guys listen, you know who he is. Episode 37, Slaughterhouse Diaries. One of the classics of Bobchat. If you got time, check that out. You won't be disappointed. And yeah, I'm over at Al's house a lot. He's my neighbor, right? And they're eating olives one day. I said, Al. He's like, you want an olive? I said, Al, I don't like olives. And then he just wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like he's pressuring. He's trying to peer pressure me. And he's like, oh, come on, there's garlic in the middle. And I said, Al, I don't like olives. He's like, you don't like garlic? I said, I love garlic. But that one's wrapped in an olive. And then I ended up eating one just to so he'd shut the fuck up.
Yeah, good
and,
for you.
And I was
good
like,
for you.
and I'm like, as I'm chewing, I'm like, I do not like this. He's like, it's good, right? I said, no, I don't like them. You know, but everyone's allowed to like what they want.
Yeah, of course.
You know, people say, Bob, you're a 32-year-old man. Why do you like Pokemon cards? I say, I'm a little like stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and as far as the eating of things, and back to Jay's children,
picky,
guidance. No,
Jay. We're back with Dr. J, the number one certified child psychologist.
No, I think it's
in
a
the country.
simple one, but a good one.
All right, lay it
It's
on
just
us.
no, you can't just not like it. You have to try
It. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. And
You
I've
try
tried
it,
and I don't like it.
and I don't like it. No problem.
Yes, absolutely. You got to try. You know what, dude? I will try anything once, except skydiving. I'm scared of heights.
It was a tandem jump, so I was literally strapped.
Yeah, the first time you have to, right? But still,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that fact. It was just that's the spa we went to. It was just a tandem.
I think
jump.
most of them will do that though. Like if you've never jumped before, I think you have to go with you have to do a tandem jump the very first time because they won't let you just fucking. Did he let you pull like the chute or anything?
No. So
You just basically hung there and let him do all the work. Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's what a lot of people do, and that's almost easier because then you're like, okay, if we die, it's not my fault.
okay, so can I tell the skydiving my skydiving because I didn't get it videoed.
Dude, I would love for
I'll
you
tell
to.
you the story.
I would love for you, dude. That's why
Okay.
we're here. Tell
So-
me, regale me with the story. Set the stage for me, Jay. It's a beautiful sunny day, mid-July.
Yeah, it could have been July actually. A whole crew of us, about 12 of us, from work, all went to Dundas.
Yep,
Where
Dundas,
there was
Ontario.
so it was called Swoop Skydiving. I don't know if they're still around, but anyways,
That's cool.
we're driving into the place, and we don't see any airplane that's gonna be skydive worthy, right?
We brought a helicopter.
We look over at the barn, and there's this no shit. It looked like duct tape on the side of this thing, and patchwork, and no, it's not going to be that. That was the plane. Yeah,
That was the
and,
plane, the death plane.
yeah, and in all honesty, we drew straws to see which order we'd go, and I was hoping for first. I did. I wanted to go first. I had
Yeah.
already been jumping off Tobermory Cliff since
You were
kid.
ready. You were ready.
I skydiving. I'm there.
Yeah. Why
I'm no
wouldn't you?
bitch.
Yeah, you're not a bitch.
Mama didn't raise no punk.
I can concur.
Yeah.
He's in fact not a bitch, guys.
No.
Yeah, so that's
So
tell me you got
again,
first.
we're back to the first time I've ever been in an airplane. I drew.
Oh, you've never been in an airplane even?
No.
You've never even been on a commercial flight.
Period.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're crazy, man.
So we got this jalopy ghetto airplane. First time I'm going up,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, cowabunga, dude! Let's go! This is sweet. That's my I dig that."
And if the
shit.
plane looks that shitty, you're like, I better jump out because it might not be able to land properly.
Yeah, at least I got a shooting a professional strapped to me. I have no fear. It's like you're strapped into
Yeah.
a roller coaster ride.
Yeah. You just
He's the pilot, not me.
yeah, you're just along for
I'm
the.
yeah.
That's
Like,
awesome.
how could you not want
So you got-
experience that? Like, Bob, look at. Is this not like ear to ear grin?
I
This
know,
is
but I
not-
just feel like I'll either shit my pants or have a heart attack and
you
die.
will not.
Oh, I just don't think
The
I can
air
do that.
gets forced into your. You don't even have to try to breathe. It just gets forced into your lungs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we skydive. So, a bunch of us climbed into the airplane. We went up to 11,500 feet is when we jumped.
Wow.
And
I'm good.
yeah,
You're not the first person on Bobchat that's tried to convince me to jump out of a plane.
it's life changing. It's
That's
unreal.
what that's what everybody
It
says.
truly is.
But see, I know
Nothing compares to it.
and you know what? I'm happy for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good though.
So the instructor asked me, he's like, "Do you want to do a couple flips out of the plane?" Fuck yeah!
Nice.
Yeah. So literally, first time in an airplane, first time I've ever seen that kind of scenery from like over the Hamilton Escarpment.
Have you been on an airplane since?
Yes, to Vegas recently. Like,
You went to Vegas recently?
last October.
Tell us that after if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyways, so we get to the jump time, get to the edge of the plane, and I'm fired up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not afraid whatsoever. I'm game on.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
You seem like you're an all-in kind of guy. Like if I'm gonna do something, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to.
Doing skydiving.
Yeah. Can you take me back?
It happens, but no, not this guy.
If you already signed the waiver, the plane's in the fucking air.
That
It's like there's no
was-
backing out, man.
The waiver was actually funny. It was hilarious to me as well because I was cracking jokes. I'm like, dude, I am fucking doing it. I don't even care. I was literally just scribbling through it. Like I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just don't care. Yeah, I'm going. Let's go. Formalities.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did the 2 somersaults and then leveled back out, and it was pretty fucking wild, man.
That's
just
crazy.
To be
What a rush, I
free
bet.
falling. Yeah.
How long did you fall for? Like a minute and a half?
I think we got about 50 seconds.
That's not bad, eh?
Yeah, that was pretty long.
It's probably like the longest 50 seconds of your life.
Well, the whole, then you got the chute ride down from there. Right?
Yeah.
But that's your free fall time.
How long does it take to get down with the chute afterwards?
Might have been 5 minutes,
Not
7 minutes.
Fast enough.
No, it was incredible. It was incredible.
No, that's sick.
I have ear to ear grin every time I think about it.
So how old were you when you did this?
27 maybe.
So it's been
28.
over. So the first time you ever went on a plane was a rickety old jalopy single engine Cessna that was taped in some place.
Yeah, and I was not afraid.
And you jumped out of it skydiving. That's
Fuck
wild.
yeah,
And then the
fuck
next
yeah.
time that you've been on a plane was a commercial flight. You went to Vegas, like last year.
I think that
Chino. Why'd you go to Vegas? Any particular reason?
to go on a trip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we my friend Jacob and Ashton have been there a couple of times, and we've recently we've been shout out to those guys. We've been talking about maybe taking a trip. So I think that would be cool. I've never been. I mean, I'd like to go for like 2 or 3 days. I'm not a big gambler. I wouldn't mind spending a little bit of money, but there's so much more to do there. Like go get a show, or go for a nice dinner, or just walk around and just experience it.
It's a place you should see.
Yes, exactly.
Experience it at least once.
I'll probably never get to Paris, so might as well go see a Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to Egypt, so show me them pyramids.
Yeah, we checked out the Sphere. It's pretty amazing. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
Like
what a time
the
to be alive.
concept is
Dude, I've seen videos.
it appears simple, like to me.
Yeah.
In my mind, like
But I mean, like I wonder what it costs them to create that.
it was a lot.
Let's see how much it costs to make the Sphere in Vegas.
I think how many years to build it? It was incredible. Like
yeah, it's one of those things that you want to see, and it's cool that they have that technology now. Oh, apparently it costs $2.3 billion to build. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But dude, I've seen some of the videos, and some of those concerts are like fucking unreal.
yes, yeah.
Like there was a Grateful Dead concert there, and I'm like, oh, I need to be on drugs to watch this.
Yeah, apparently when a lot of concerts are exiting, the people who work for the venue are out there with shovels and buckets for all the puke that
Oh, really?
a lot of people
originally. I don't know if still, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy because
we're-
I think a lot of people are probably taking shrooms and doing acid and like
Could have
tripping
been-
out.
yeah,
Any kind of
yeah.
psilocybin, right? Like
Yeah,
just getting fucked up.
yeah, no, it was. It's pretty amazing. I was more blown away by the inside.
Did you go to a concert there?
No, we didn't go to a concert. We went to like the daily matinee that they show.
Oh, so they put on like a screening, like they just like put shit on the screens.
No, it was a movie, like
You watched a movie at the Sphere?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
What movie?
It was,
I love movies.
It was one they produced. It was I'm pretty sure it was like our evolution, kind of like from the beginning of time,
Yeah.
and
To the Sphere. Is that the pinnacle of entertainment technology? The pinnacle of live venue technology? That's what it is,
no,
man.
No, it was just showing us as humans. That was the story.
What do you mean? I'm a robot.
Yeah, no.
And every time I make a mistake, if
If
I make a mistake at work or something, because like a lot of numbers and shit, they'll be like, oh, you made a mistake. I'll be like, I'm not a robot. People make mistakes, man. You live and you learn, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So did you have a good time in Vegas? Would you go back?
Yes.
You would,
Yeah.
Did you do some gambling or what?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
You have
I was
to.
in Vegas. Yeah.
What's your are you slots guy, blackjack, poker, roulette, craps?
I would prefer to have played cards, but I'm not. I've played cards my whole life, but I'm not a poker.
Do you know how to play euchre?
Yes.
Yeah, you love it.
Yes.
You should come over
I've
to. You should
played
come over.
that my whole life.
Normally on Thursdays we go to Al's house and play euchre and have
I
a
can-
couple beers. You should come over sometime.
I can play
Play some
poker.
euchre with us.
I
Yeah,
can play euchre.
and I would love to get a poker night going
Cribbage?
too. Cribbage, yeah, hell yeah. You are a Canadian. I never
Crokinole?
doubt. Yeah, dude, I played Crokinole literally less than a week ago. You have Crokinole board? Hell yeah. My grandmother loves Crokinole. We went over to we did like a sort of, her cousin was coming here from Kentucky for a funeral. I don't even know who died. But she was coming up here. It's like your extended family. And basically then my grandma was like, oh, we should have a big luncheon with all the cousins and everybody on Sunday. And I have my kids, right? So she's like, oh, can you bring the kids? I said, absolutely. So we went over there. We had a big lunch. And then, yeah, like in the basement, she keeps it set up. Some people walk by and they're like, oh, Crokinole. And she's like, yeah, you want to play? And we played a game. And my grandma, my Aunt Lucy, my grandma's sister, they put a run on us for our money, man. I was like, these old girls still got it, dude.
No.
Then we came back, though. We came back. But I got a 20, which was nice. It wasn't a straight-up 20. It was a deflection 20.
Is that considered a bippy?
Is that what they call that?
That's what I was raised with.
Oh, no
A
shit.
bippy.
Can I tell you something, Jay? I try to learn something every single day, and you've just taught me something. So I really appreciate it. I'm going to ask my grandma if she knows that term. Because she's never said that. She doesn't even say deflection. She just gets so excited for a 20. We all go, 20!
I was learned that's called a bippy.
So if if anyone doesn't know what Crokinole is, basically it's like an octagon board. There's it's like a dartboard. There's rings.
Quarters.
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15, and then the bullseye essentially is a 20, and there's a little divot out of the board. So you have these little wooden pucks that you flick with your finger, and if you get that puck into that divot in the middle of the board, you get 20 points. There's pegs around the inner ring of the 15. It's a really fun game. Very Canadian. Very Canadian.
Apparently originated, I guess.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if a lot of people outside of Canada are fully aware of that. People outside Canada, they're tragically hit, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I've been to a couple of their concerts.
I've only seen them once, and thank God, I'm so glad I did. And actually, we were talking about my friend Wilson earlier, the one that we did the memorial skate for.
Yeah.
It's one of my best memories of him. We were at the Tragically Hip, and he was maybe...
Where? Barrie?
At Rock the Park.
Oh,
so,
yes.
So every
I was
year...
at that show.
Yeah, 2014. That's
Yeah.
sick. We were both there. That's
Yeah.
amazing. It's crazy, eh? Like, I talked to so many people, and like, I was there. I was like, oh my God, I was there too.
Yeah.
And like, we could have walked right past each other and never known.
You should
You know?
be.
You never know, right? Like,
Yeah.
we could have
Yes.
seriously been in line to get a beer at the same time. Or going to take a piss at the same time and never fucking known.
Now, I was not in the concert. What?
Oh, you're on the other side of the river? I do that a lot of the
Right,
time, too.
because I had the girls then.
Yeah.
They were, the girls would have been...
But either way,
Little.
we do that all the time too. Like we used to always go when it was reasonably priced. Like I'm going this summer for one night. It'll be nice, but basically, like he was maybe 10 people in front of us in the general admission area, and me and Jake, my friend Jacob, shout out to Jacob, we were smoking a joint, and fucking Jacob sparked it up. He smoked what he wanted. He passes it to me, and I see Wilson. And he's like literally 10 people in front of us, and he's looking at me. He's got his hand up, and I just it felt like it was slow motion, dude. I just went when I flicked the joint out of my hand, and dude, it landed like it went down right next to him, and he just disappears into the crowd. And then 2 seconds later, he comes up triumphant as fuck, dude, holding the joint in his hand. Yeah, dude, it was amazing. He's like, well, yeah, it was sick, dude. It was sick.
That's good.
Speaking of shout outs, so I gave a bunch of shout outs to some work people that a lot of people work listen, a lot of truck drivers, some of the yard guys. We got a good little fan base at work. And I gave a shout out to a lot of people. I forgot to mention Mark. Mark, I know you're listening. Appreciate you. I don't know if you want me to say your last name, but we appreciate you, Mark. You know who you are. Thank you for listening. Griffin's coming back. If you guys are longtime fans of Bobchat, you know Griffin is a pioneer of Bobchat. He's coming back from Mexico 2 weeks, starting next week. We're going to get him on. It's going to be sick. But Jay's here right now, so let's focus on that.
Yeah, it's I don't know the right word. It's an honor. It's a
Stop it. You're so nice. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. This is nice. I've had fun hanging out with you.
Well, I appreciate
you let me fondle your guitars,
if you build it, they will come, Bob. That's honestly what a lot of because I got buddies and cousins and family who can play. Actually,
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a professional musician, but I'm definitely better than the average bear. I like messing around. I like singing, singing country songs.
I shit the bed for you tonight.
No, you're all right. You did great on the podcast. That's all that matters.
That was.
But it's nice just to see what everybody else has. You should come check my guitars out too. I only have currently one electric guitar, but it's Epiphone Dot.
Nice.
ES 95.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-hollow body, black, white trim. Yeah, it was. My dream. What's your dream guitar? Let me ask you that.
The one I'm looking for right now, the Holy Grail I spoke of earlier.
Yeah.
I want something with P90 pickups in it.
But make a model.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've got a lot. You've got a Strat. You got a Telly. You got the SG.
Gibson is what my Gibsons are typically what my music.
Yep.
Gods played.
See, I'm an Epiphone man. That's the poor man's Gibson. They're made in the same fucking place.
Yeah. Now, my first electric guitar, was an Epiphone, which it's actually a really good one. It was older, but
I have 3
those
Epiphone.
others that I showed you that are offshore Japanese ones, a lot of them are. They're a better quality guitar.
Yeah, than an Epiphone.
They don't necessarily have the greatest pickups. You can.
They don't have that Gibson sound,
but
they
do have the feel of a top end guitar.
But I mean, it's like anything though. You get what you pay for, right? I can go buy an Epiphone and I can buy a Gibson guitar that they almost literally look identical, other than the name on them. And the Epiphone will cost $800. The Gibson will be $2,400. It's crazy.
If you can't play guitar, you can't play guitar.
It might make you sad then to know that my dream guitar is an Epiphone guitar. You know which one?
No.
The Epiphone Casino 1970 John Lennon special.
Mm-hmm.
You know which guitar I speak of?
I believe white.
No, it's like a sunburst.
Oh, Casino. Yes.
The Epiphone Casino. They have a John Lennon special one.
Mm-hmm.
I love John. I got a John Lennon tattoo.
Mm-hmm. I got John Lennon. Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah. People were like, "Is that Bob Marley?" I'm like, "No, that's John Lennon." If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I just got a tattoo the other day. Actually, I got a tattoo on my knee.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Band-Aid that says "I'm okay."
Yeah.
And I got this one too.
Mac
Miller, don't trip. Gotta remind myself.
Yes, that's cool.
Yeah, I got a Pokemon tattoo as well.
Yeah, I can't
Snorlax.
relate.
So I
don't know what they are, but.
So I have a, your kids will know. Your kids would know. Your son would definitely know Pokemon. But, so we work with a gentleman named Ben. And Ben is from South Korea. And Ben also knows Pokemon, right? Because he's from
Yes.
South Korea. And I showed him I said, yeah, I showed him my tattoo of Snorlax one day. He's like, oh, Jabamon or something, or like, and I was like, he's like, basically the translation literally means sleeping monster.
Yeah.
Is what the translation is in Korean. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's he's cool. Actually, it's funny because like my great grandfather fought in the Korean War.
Yes.
And me and Justin were talking about it, and he's like, Ben's from South Korea. I was like, yeah. I was like, he definitely is from South Korea. And I was like, Ben, communism is bad, right? He's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yep, he's from South Korea.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we work with some good guys.
Ben is cool shit in my books.
And your
since
buddy,
day one.
And your buddy Matt works there too, right?
Yeah.
You got him a job there, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be getting a bonus for that.
Yes, apparently.
Yes, yeah. So if you refer
It's
someone,
rather substantial. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
yeah.
work
See,
guy.
they take care of you, and if you refer someone to work there and they actually work out, then they give you a reference bonus, which is great. So I'm proud of you. That's awesome. And Matt's a great guy. I'd love to have Matt on the podcast too. I feel like he'd bring a little bit of a different energy, but a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if your sentence was finished.
No. It's you can talk over me because I'll talk over you the whole goddamn night if you don't say something.
But you see, and that is a problem of mine that I am trying to correct.
You're so polite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
First time getting high, smoking weed, because that's all I've smoked.
First time smoking weed?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know if I can remember my first time.
Okay.
You know what's weird for me is, like, I don't necessarily remember my first time, but there's very, like, I'm pretty sure I think I know when it is, but there's also other times that really stand out to me. Like, I remember, like, me and my buddy standing in this exact spot and smoking out of an apple or like a pop can or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember specific instances of getting high, but I think the first time ever for me is, when I was a kid, I was a bad kid. My mom sent me off to live with my dad. I lived with my dad for a little bit, and when I came back to my mom's house, it was about the end of beginning of grade 8. So I did grade 8 at a school where my mom lived, right? And then there was a guy, a friend of mine in the neighborhood. He also went to the school. His name was Mitchell. He lived with his dad. His dad lived in the neighborhood. His mom lived in Guelph, right? He would go to his mom's house every other weekend, and we were good buddies. So I would go with him to his mom's house for the weekend, and we'd fucking, like, his mom was awesome. Like, she'd buy us all the junk food, take us to fucking Blockbuster. We'd rent whatever movies we wanted for the weekend, video games. It was sick, right? And I'm pretty sure that is the first time I smoked dope because so it's funny because he's probably not going to listen anyways, but his mom is an ex-stripper.
Oh yeah.
Her name was Sue. She's fucking nicest lady I've ever met, man. She was awesome.
Yeah.
But Sue was a stripper, and then his stepdad Mike, and actually I found out years later that they're not together now, which sucks, but it happens. But Mike was actually, like, as we were at that time in our lives, like, he was an active manager of a strip club.
Yep.
Yeah, so I remember one time he was driving us somewhere, and he's like, oh, I got to stop at work quick and grab something out of the office. And it was the middle of the day, right?
Yeah.
He took us into the strip club, and he's like, don't touch anything.
Yeah,
we're like 12 years old, right?
Touch anything.
Yeah. My one buddy's like going up to the pole. He's like, dude, don't touch that, right?
Yeah.
That's the first time I went to a strip club. I was 12 years old. And then it's funny. It's like he saw this old man who had to be like 80 something saw the car out front of the strip club, and and as we're leaving, he's like slowly shuffling up, and Mike's like, hey buddy, it's like 3:00 in the afternoon, we are not open.
Yeah, you pervert.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, seriously. I'm trying to get a 3:00 lap dance. Like, dude, it's like Saturday, man. It'll be open tonight.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that was they used to smoke cigarettes inside, and it was funny because, like, Sue was the best. She'd always, like, do my laundry at the end of the weekend, but then I go home, my mom would just redo it because it smelled like cigarettes. Right?
Yeah.
But
have you been smoking? No,
they smoke in the house. But I'm pretty sure that's the first time I remember, like, because the way their house was, like, you were upstairs, and it was like you go up from the kitchen, boom, the parents' bedroom was there. You go through a door, it's like a living room area. Then you go down a hallway, and that's where Mitchell's room was, and like the spare room. So you'd always like end up going out. We were in there. She's always in there watching TV, just smoking darts, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was the first time I smoked weed.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She had a little pipe, and
Oh,
I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first time.
Pipes are.
What about you? What was the first time you ever smoked weed?
I had closed down a bar in St. Thomas, and a fellow workmate was there. It was May 2-4,
Hell
and
yeah.
his birthday is May 24.
Nice throwback to the May 2-4 story
Yeah.
I told earlier.
Yeah. Chris,
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say last names.
Don't
it
say
doesn't
his last name,
matter,
it's
but
okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was like, "Hey, Chris, what are you doing after the bar?" And he's I'm just heading down onto my boat, which was down in Port Stanley.
We're not far from St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And down, so we went, he's like, "Well, come on down. We'll go and tour out on the lake and do donuts out on the lake for a couple hours and party out on the boat."
It's like 2 a.m. Why
Oh,
wouldn't you?
dude. Yeah, of course. It was a calm, crystal clear night out, like stars, moon, like it. We had a carload of girls with us, went out on his boat, and like
Somebody pulled the
as soon
doobie
as-
out?
No, as soon as we get rolling out of the harbor, he's like, "All right, who can roll a joint?"
Yeah.
And he had a plate.
Yeah.
And
And that was the first time you ever smoked dope was
Yeah.
on a boat.
yeah, which is fitting. Boats kind of run in my family background. My great grandfather was a fisherman.
Oh, cool.
My mom's all side of the family.
Where's your
East
family
Coast.
from originally?
Yeah, mom's side is East Coast.
Yeah, my grandmother's from the East Coast as well,
Yeah.
too. I spent a lot of my
Yeah.
childhood out in Nova Scotia, PEI.
Yeah, I know it very well.
Yeah, shout out to my friend Dylan. Last time I was in PEI, 2014, I spent a whole week in Charlottetown. It was one of the best weeks of my life.
Yeah.
I had a GoPro at the time, and I videotaped the whole thing.
Cool.
And I was like going out to bars. Like I even take the GoPro in my pocket because it's so tiny, right?
It's the same caliber as you need to go to Vegas.
Yeah,
It's the same. You need to go to PEI. You need to go to Nova Scotia.
You got to
It's
experience
different.
it. Yeah, you got to experience
It
it.
smells different.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
people are different.
I feel like we get so isolated, like in our tiny little lives, and like my whole world is like within like 40 kilometers. You know?
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah, that's life.
That's
what do you
life.
do? Unless you win the lottery or some shit.
Yeah.
Don't worry. If I win the lottery, Jay, I'm gonna buy you your dream guitar.
Okay. Well, you see, these
gonna-
guitars are also potential inheritance.
Yeah.
Money, like.
Yeah. Somebody's getting these guitars eventually.
Well, yeah, the kids are unfortunately gonna have to deal with it maybe one day.
That's not a bad problem to have, dude.
That's what I'm trying to convince them.
You can. All you can do is just try to guide them, Jay. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
tell them how to live their lives.
Oh no, not that I want them to play it, just that there's value here, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Why do you need?
Yeah, whatever. Let your dad have some guitars for fuck's sakes. If
It
you guys are
brings-
listening,
it brings me
let
joy,
him
Debbie.
have his guitar. Yeah, Debbie, let him have his guitars. Okay,
Yeah.
don't clip his wings.
No.
But if I win the lottery, Jay, I will, because I'm going to definitely quit my job, which means I probably won't see you again until I have like a big, recording studio. You can come back over. We'll do callbacks.
Yeah. Ping, pong, ping, ting, ting.
But yeah, I'll buy you your dream guitar. I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Bobchat, I swear to you, if I win the lottery, I will buy your
Yeah,
dream
like
guitar.
like a
I have a
Gibson.
list. I have a list. I have like it's not necessarily written down, but I have a mental list. I have a great memory, and like I'm like, if I ever win the lottery, like because everybody always wants something. I'm like, I will do this. Like everybody's gonna get a little piece, but like what I mean. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, here's $1 million, here's $1 million, here's $1 million. I'll say, hey, what's owing on your house? I'll pay off what's owing on your house. You want a dream guitar? Guess what, buddy? You just got your dream guitar. Can you buy me a house instead?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever own a house. Really banking on that lottery win, dude.
Yeah. Vegas?
Yeah, I just won $40 million. I'm putting it all on red.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I wish I knew how to play roulette.
yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe we go to Vegas. Why not?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Let's go.
There's an expensive way to do it, which is, I think, what we did. But there's ways to do it cheaper too.
Yeah.
And it'd be just as phenomenal.
Just as fun. Dude, I just spent I spent 3 days in the middle of nowhere. I could have fun anywhere.
Almost biggest highlight, I think, was the Titanic display we went and saw.
Oh, that
was
cool.
trippy. Because
Yeah.
all of a sudden you realize, like, whoa, shit.
This is real.
Off the ship.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, they had like actual like artifacts from the ship.
The entire thing is
Wow.
from Titanic.
That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it was. A whole side panel is bigger than these walls
Yeah.
of the actual side of the ship.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Here's a piece of the iceberg. We've kept it frozen for 100 years.
There is that. They have an actual iceberg that they must have an ice maker that creates a
that's
an
cool,
ice. Yeah, and you literally are allowed to put your hand on it to see what
it would have felt like.
they have. A water cauldron.
It's like an
That's
interactive
cold.
display. Yeah.
It's cold water.
So you can feel what it would have been like to be in the water.
And
Wow.
how long you can hold your hand in before
That's
you
cool.
can't. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually. That's genius marketing, man.
It's a great.
And that's what I mean, right? Like, you don't necessarily need to sit in a fucking casino the whole time. Like, there's so many things to do.
Oh, yeah.
So you're like the entertain, like, you know what I mean? You're there to be entertained. Entertain me. I want to go see Adele.
You know, I gotta. I went.
Is Cher still doing shows?
I went with my wife, and we flew in at night.
Yeah.
And country bumping, just naive, but I know very well, Jay. Lisa was sitting at the patio windows, watching the sun come up.
Yeah.
I was still laying in bed.
Yeah.
And she's like, Jay, what's that? She's like, in literally 3 or 4 seconds, she's like, holy shit, there's mountains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We didn't.
Yeah. You're literally in the middle of a desert, dude.
Yeah, I obviously know that, and I know.
No, but I would, if I, I'd be surprised
there's
too.
no mountains here in Ontario. Like,
Yeah. No, it's the first time I ever saw mountains was I just went to BC like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick. It's they're definitely like, it blows you away. But if you like, dude, if I went to Vegas, I'd think of it as a desert. I wouldn't picture mountains until I saw them.
Precisely.
Yeah, I'm on the same page, dude. Absolutely.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That is exactly the thought.
Yeah, you think
process.
it's a fucking flat ass
Yes,
fucking
I'm
desert.
thinking desert flat. Now, when it comes to Vegas, that's what I'm interested in checking out.
Yeah.
Those mountains.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Eh?
I'm not so much.
Well, you wouldn't even need those.
I'm a player. I will play any game that you want.
Let's play euchre.
I'll play any game.
I love that about you. You're so Canadian. I love it.
But it's not. the
Tell me you got a
whole,
bag of milk in your fridge right now.
Slots sitting there. It's just not. I'll do it for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I can handle it for a bit. But no, I'd rather be.
Slots doesn't do it for me. You're just pulling the fucking lever. Like, pull the lever, monkey.
Yeah.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Which is why I prefer to play cards of some sort.
Yeah, exactly. It's more interactive. I love poker.
Yes.
I would love to play live Vegas poker.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
It wouldn't take me long to kind of catch on enough to
have some fun.
Not lose. Well, not I can't say not lose, but you know what I mean.
We're selling the car. We need the money.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Jay, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. Let me, noodle around on your guitars. I appreciate that. Let me smoke your bong. Supply me some PBR. America's #1 beer.
What do you think of PBR?
I've had lots of PBR in my life. It's the Blue Ribbon, #1 beer in America, 1893. Yeah. If it's good enough for 1893, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, buddy.
But I don't mind PBR. I mean, I'm the same as you. I'm not picky.
Yeah.
I'll drink whatever's going on. I like to have a good time. But yeah, man, appreciate you coming on. It's been awesome. Hope you guys had enjoyed listening. Another shout out to Mark, in case you're listening, 'cause he was pretty bummed out last time. Hey, he was bummed. He was like, "Oh yeah, shout out all these other guys. What about me?" I said, "Mark, I forgot. I smoke a lot of dope.
Come on, Mark.
I smoke a lot of dope in the evenings."
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is Bob Chat. You guys know where to find us. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube. Tell your friends. Tell your family. My Nana loves Bob Chat. Your Nana can love Bob Chat. If you don't have a Nana, tell everybody else, Love you guys. And we'd ask at this time that Jay would leave us maybe with some words of wisdom.
Oh, man.
Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. I can just cut out the pause. I'll probably cut that out too. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave it in.
Yeah.
I'm a crazy guy. Don't listen to me. Think of something.
Yeah, no. I'll just give out a shout out to the crew at work then.
Okay, come on. Give us something. Give us an inspirational quote. What's or a life lesson? You can take as much time as you need to think about it.
I just live moment to moment.
I love that. And that's the way to be.
Yeah, I kind of...
You know what? Yesterday's long gone, and tomorrow's tomorrow. Keep living. Keep trucking.
Yeah, keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. Breaker. This is Bobchat Podcast. You got a copy over. It's over. All right. Bye, you guys. Love you. Thanks for listening. Jay, you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Okay. Very profound of you, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye. Very British of my background.
Yes.
Goodbye, ta-ta. Farewell.
Oh, is it tea time already?
I think it's hit the bong beat.
I want my podcast and my lady, simple life but not too crazy. I'm slim but I ain't shady, fuck you if you hate me. I'm rocking the mic cause it's Bobchat, baby.